Good morning, children. Today we will do Shakespeare, Merchant of Venice, Act 2. We have completed Act 1. Act 1, Scene 3 takes place in Venice. Act 2, Scene 1 shifts over to Belmont, the home of Portia. And I gave in the introduction that change of place at the time of Shakespeare was indicated by an actor who came on the stage holding a placard with the name of the place written on it. Because at that time there was no stagecraft, no stage machinery. There was only a bare platform as a stage. Now Act 2, page 232, you have a short introduction. The theme of prejudice along with gambling, games and charms is the subject of this scene. A Moroccan prince comes in to present himself as a suitor to Portia. It is a play of fortune. That is, everything depends on luck for Portia and her suitors in the lottery of the caskets. Lottery means the person who wins Portia should have the luck, should have the good fortune to win her. And for Antonio in the lottery of the high seas. Antonio's wealth depends on his ships returning safely. In Act 1, Scene 3, Shylock mentioned all the dangers of the sea, the violent winds, the waves, the stormy weather, then the robbers, the pirates, all that. So, Antonio's luck also depends on Antonio is in the lottery of the high seas. Portia's lottery is in the caskets. The prince has a false notion of his handsomeness and superiority. He boasts of his valor and achievements. He is proud of his color, of his achievements, of his strength. However, if he chooses the right casket, Portia will have to marry him. So, Act 2, Scene 1. Belmont, a room in Portia's house. Flourish of cornets, that is when usually an important person comes on the stage, there is the sound of cornets. There is a flourish of cornets, something like a trumpet. Enter the Prince of Morocco and his train, Portia, Nerissa and other of the attendants. Now this introduction to each scene is important. Morocco is an African prince. He is dark in color. Mislike me not for my complexion. Mislike means dislike. So do not dislike me because of my dark complexion, dark color. Mislike me not for my complexion. The shadowed livery of the burnished sun, to whom I am a neighbor and near bred. Shadowed livery. Livery is actually a uniform. Here the uniform is the dark color which the Prince of Morocco's complexion. And he explains that his dark color is due to the place where he was born, where the sun is always shining, near the equatorial regions. The shadowed livery of the burnished sun. Burnished means always shining. To whom I am a neighbor and near bred. That is, he lives in a place where the sun shines brightly most of the time. To whom I am a neighbor and near bred. He explains the reason for his dark color. It is because he was born in a place where the sun is always bright and shining. Bring me the fairest creature northward born. Bring me, let another person who is born in the north, whose skin is fair. We don't say white color, we say fair, whose skin is very fair, an Englishman. Bring me the fairest creature northward born. Who's born on the other side of the globe. That is where the sun does not shine always. Where Phoebus fire scares, melts the icicles. Phoebus is the sun god, the classical sun god. So here you have the sun does not shine in this place where this Englishman is born, and let us make incision for our love. Let us make a wound on our bodies to show whose blood is redder, his or mine. In the Elizabethan times, red blood was a sign of courage. So bring me the fairest creature northward born, where Phoebus fire scares, thaws the icicles. Thaws means melts. The sun hardly shines there, and so the ice does not melt at all. And let us make incision for our love. Let us make a wound to show our love. And let us make, that is Morocco and the Englishman. The man with a fair complexion and Morocco who has a dark complexion. If an incision or a wound or a cut is made on their bodies, it will be seen that the color of their blood is red. Of course, all people, whether black or fair, they have red color blood. But the Elizabethan belief comes here. To prove whose blood is reddest, his or mine. I tell thee, lady, this aspect of mine. Aspect means appearance. This dark color, this appearance. I tell thee, lady is Portia, this aspect of mine hath feared the valiant. Because of my dark color, valiant people, very brave people were afraid of me. By my love, I swear, I can promise, the best regarded virgins of our clime have loved me too. Best regarded virgins means the beautiful women, virgin, unmarried women, clime country, his country. So the most beautiful women of his country, that is Africa, where the Prince of Morocco lives, have loved him because of his dark complexion. I swear, the best regarded virgins of our clime, our country, in my country have loved it too. They loved me because of my dark color. And who? Best regarded virgins. The most beautiful unmarried women in his country have loved him because of his dark color. Have loved it too. I would not change this hue except to steal your thoughts, my gentle queen. I cannot change my color. But if you can love me, had I been fair, I am even willing to change my color, provided you will be able to love me for it. Now here the prince is saying he will even do impossible things in order to win the love of Portia. It is not possible for him to change his color, but if Portia can love him when he has a fair complexion, if he has a fair complexion, remember he cannot have it, he is ready to do it, if Portia can love him for that. I would not change this hue, I would not change my color, I am happy with my color, except to steal your thoughts. Steal your thoughts means win your love, win your favor, my gentle queen. Gentle queen is Portia. So for the sake of Portia, for winning her love, he is ready to do the impossible. He is ready even to change his color, that's what he says. Portia, in tones of choice, I am not solely led by nice direction of a maiden's eyes. Young women can look at the handsome appearance of a man and fall in love, but she cannot do it because her choice is restricted and controlled by the father's choice. That is the father's decision of the 3 caskets. So she is not like other young women who can look at handsome men and fall in love with them and get married to them. She does not have that freedom of choice. In terms of choice, I am not solely led by nice direction of a maiden's eyes. By looking at a handsome person, I cannot fall in love or marry that person because the lottery of my destiny, because I am controlled by my choice to marry is controlled by the decision of my father, who has made these 3 caskets of gold, silver and lead. And in one of the caskets, there is Portia's picture. And the suitor who chooses the right casket is eligible to marry Portia. Now the father, before his death, wanted to make sure that Portia will get a man who will love her, not for her wealth, not for her beauty, because these things will pass away. These things are not there forever. A person who can really love her and whom Portia can also love. So he did this, he devised the lottery of the caskets in order that Portia might get a suitable husband. And at first, Portia herself was a bit worried whether the right man will choose the right casket. And we read that in Act 1, Scene 2, Nerissa consoles her and tells her that because her father was a holy man, a virtuous man, God would have empowered him to make this choice. And the person who chooses the right casket will definitely be the person whom Portia can love and who will love Portia. So bars means prevents me. The right of voluntary choosing. Voluntary choosing means I don't have the freedom of choice. I cannot choose the person whom I love. But if my father had not scanted me and hedged me by his wit, if my father had not restricted my choice, has not controlled my freedom by devising these 3 caskets and hedged me by his wit. By his wit means by what he thought was correct and good. To yield myself his wife, I have to commit myself to be the wife of that person who wins me by that choice. That is the choice of the caskets. So if my father had not scanted, controlled and restricted me, hedged also means the same thing, restricted, controlled me by his wit, by the introduction of these 3 caskets. To yield myself means I have to give myself, I have to obey the will of my father by agreeing to marry the person who chooses the casket, the right casket. And hedge me by his wit, to yield myself his wife, who wins me by that means, I told you, yourself renowned prince, famous prince. If my father had not placed these 3 caskets, the Prince of Morocco had a very good chance of winning the love of Portia. And hedge me by his wit, to yield myself his wife, who wins me by that means. That means refers to the choice of the caskets, the lottery of the caskets. I told you, yourself renowned prince, you yourself, the Prince of Morocco, then stood as fair a chance as any comer I had looked upon. As any other suitor, as other suitors, the Prince of Morocco would have an equally good chance like other suitors who come to win the hand of Portia for my affection. Morocco, even for that I thank you. Portia is being very courteous there, very kind, very polite. Actually, in her heart, she does not want Morocco to choose the right casket. But outwardly, she is being very polite and courteous, and Prince of Morocco thanks her for that wish. Even for that I thank you. Therefore, I pray you lead me to the caskets. Take me to where the caskets are kept, to try my fortune, to try my luck. By this scimitar is sword. I promise, I swear by this sword that slew the Sophie, I was able to kill the emperor of Persia with the help of my sword. By this scimitar that slew means kill, the Sophie, the emperor of Persia, and a Persian prince that won 3 fields of Sultan Suleiman. Sultan Suleiman was a Turkish sultan, and this Persian prince already defeated Sultan Suleiman in 3 battles. But Morocco was able to challenge the Persian prince. Morocco was braver than the Persian prince. He killed the emperor of Persia and also a Persian prince who earlier defeated the Turkish sultan in 3 battles. That won 3 fields. 3 fields means 3 battles of Sultan Suleiman. I would outstay the sternest eyes that look, outbrave the heart most daring on the earth. Now sometimes children play a game like this. They will both look into each other's eyes for a long time, and the child who closes his eyelids or blinks is the loser of that game. So here the Prince of Morocco says, I could outstay the sternest eyes that look, outbrave the heart most daring. I could challenge the bravest person on earth. I'm not afraid of the bravest person on earth. I could fight with him and I could win. If I fight with him, the bravest man on earth, I will win. I will be the winner. So you notice the pride of the Prince of Morocco. Outlive the brave heart most daring on the earth. Pluck the young, sucking comes from the she bear. She bear is the mother bear. Sucking comes refers to the baby bears. When the mother bear is feeding the cubs, the baby bears, Morocco can snatch away the bears. He is not frightened to do that. Usually when animals are eating their food, you cannot go near them. And not only go near them, but Morocco is able to take away their food from them, which is actually a very dangerous thing for him to do. But he is brave enough to do that. That's what he says. Pluck the young, sucking comes from the she bear. He mocked the lion when he rose for prey. He can even keep a plateful of food in front of the lion and then take away that food immediately. You must have noticed that even dogs, if you keep their food in front of them and try to immediately take away their food, they will bark, they will get angry, they will even bite you. But Morocco is able to take away the food from the lion. He mocked the lion when he rose for prey. But alas, the while. But winning Portia is not a game of bravery, is not how to show how worthy you are, how brave you are. It is a game of luck. The lottery is a game of luck. But alas, that is why he says alas, the while. If Hercules and Lycus play at dice, Hercules was a superman, the strongest man in Greek mythology, and Lycus is only his servant. But if Hercules and Lycus play a game of dice, dice is what you do when you play Ludo or Snake and Ladders, and it depends on luck. It depends on the number which is seen on the dice. So if Hercules and Lycus play a game of dice, sometimes Lycus might win. Even though Hercules is stronger than Lycus, there is a chance that Lycus will win, and Lycus is not as strong as Hercules, and it is because it is a game of luck. So that is why Morocco says, since winning Portia is a game of luck, you have to have luck on your side to win Portia. So if he is unlucky, he will not be able to choose the right casket, and he will be very sad about it. That's what he says. If Hercules and Lycus play a game of dice, which is the better man, the greater throw? The better man, the stronger man is Hercules. But that the winning that game of dice does not depend on your intelligence or anything. It depends on luck. The number that is seen on the dice. Which is the better man, the greater throw? May turn by fortune from the weaker hand. The weaker hand is Lycus. Lycus might win the game of dice, even though Hercules is much stronger than Lycus. So similarly, Morocco is brave, Morocco is strong, and Morocco has so many good qualities which he boasted about. But because winning Portia is by luck, he may lose her. There is a chance that he might lose her. And so may I blind fortune lead me on. Fortune is blind because it doesn't give luck to the person who deserves it. That's what Morocco thinks. And so may I blind fortune leading me miss that which one unworthier may attain. A person who is not as strong as me, not as handsome as me, not as brave as me, might win Portia, because winning Portia depends on the lottery of the caskets. And so may I blind fortune leading me miss what? Miss Portia. Will not be able to win Portia. That which one unworthier may attain. Unworthy, not as brave as me, not as good as me, not as noble as me, may attain, may get. Somebody else who is not as worthy as Morocco might win Portia and die with grieving. And in that case, Morocco will die with sorrow because he was not able to win Portia in spite of all his good qualities, which he thinks are excellent qualities. Portia, you must make your chance. You must take your chance. You must try your luck. You must take your chance and either not attempt to choose at all. If you wish, you need not choose the caskets at all. You can leave. Or swear before you choose. If you choose wrong, never to speak to lady afterwards by way of marriage. Therefore be advised. Now I told you earlier that choosing the caskets, a person has to swear to 3 conditions. First, he should not tell which casket he has chosen. Second, if he chooses the wrong casket, he cannot marry another lady. He cannot even express love to another lady. And the third, if he chooses wrong, he has to leave immediately. He cannot argue, he cannot stay in Belmont. He has to leave Belmont immediately. So never to speak to lady afterwards in way of marriage. Therefore be advised. That is why in Act 1, Scene 2, some of the suitors who came, they went away even without making a choice because they could not keep the 3 conditions. Morocco, nor will not. Nor will not means I am ready to choose. Come, bring me unto my chance. Bring me to the casket. Let me see how my luck fares. Portia, first forward to the temple. Before making a choice, we have to go to the temple to promise that you will keep the 3 conditions. After dinner, your hazard shall be made. Hazard means there is a danger in him not choosing the right casket. Luck. That is, the luck is there. Your hazard shall be made. You can make your choice after going to the temple, promising that you will keep the 3 conditions, and then after dinner, you can make the choice. Morocco, good fortune then. I hope I will be lucky to make me the blessed or cursedest among men. If I choose the right casket, I will be the most happy person on earth. If I choose the wrong casket, I will be the most cursed person on earth. That is what Morocco says. Good fortune then to make me blessed or cursedest among men. So with that, we will stop Act 1, Act 2, Scene 1.